Okay, executive assistant interview tips. I was speaking to somebody about this on Instagram, and I realized she's probably not the only one with the question. I also had a lot of questions when I went through my rounds of interviews. I had 7 rounds of interviews for the job that I have now, so a lot of prepping went into it. Also, let me say it does not matter how much experience you have in this role or if you have none at all. Interviews can be scary for a lot of people. It does not come naturally to a lot of people. So don't feel bad if you feel like you have to write it out. I literally wrote my responses out as a script, even though I knew how to do all of this. Like I've been doing it for 5 years and I was still nervous. So I wrote it out like a script and practiced it. And that really helped me. One of the most common questions talking about your strengths. Pretty much every job asks for this, but specifically for an EA, do not speak about your personality strengths. Nobody really cares if you're a nice person and get along with everybody in the office. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that when someone's looking for an executive assistant, they're looking to see how you can contribute to making someone's life easier because that's what we're here for. I'm going to talk about how organized you are, how your time management skills are, how proactive you are. This is the example that I shared with the person I'm speaking to on Instagram. And I feel like using those examples is what really drives it home. It goes beyond saying, oh, I manage my time really well. I manage my director's time really well. How do you do that? And how have you made their life easier? Another really common question is how do you manage your time? How do you organize your time? You really want to emphasize the kind of tools that you use, what kind of systems do you have in place to prioritize your to-do list? How do you create a to-do list? Here in my example, you will see that I utilize an email. So I have multiple folders where I put in, okay, this is something I have to answer within 2 hours. It's something I have to answer before the day closes, et cetera, as well as a to-do list. But you also, as an EA, you have to remain flexible. So if there's an example you have of being able to, yeah, I do all these things, but I always leave room for emergencies. I always leave room because there may be a fire to put out. You always want to talk about your ability to think on the fly and act on a drop of a coin. And the third really common question, the ending is always the same, but it always starts with describe a time when. And it's a little tough. I'm happy to answer any specific questions if you know of one, but for this specific one, you want to follow the STAR method. Situation, task, action, results. Situation, what exactly happened? The task, what needed to be fixed? What were you supposed to do? Did you need to create a program? Did you need to hold a meeting? What was it? Action, what did you do? What exactly, talk me through the process, explain everything from A to Z, and then the results. How did you impact the company? Did you improve productivity levels? Did you save the company money? Speak about it, be specific. I hope that helps. Bye.